saw an iguana drinking at a water hole. The mosquito said, "Iguana, you will never believe what I saw yesterday." "Try me," said the iguana. The mosquito said, "I saw a farmer digging yams that were as big as I am." "What's a mosquito compared to a yam?" snapped the iguana grumpily. "I would rather be deaf than listen to such nonsense." Then he stuck 2 sticks in his ears and went off through the reeds. The iguana was still grumbling to himself when he passed by a python. The big snake raised his head and said, "Good morning, iguana." The iguana did not answer because he could not hear the python. He lumbered on, bobbing his head. "Now why won't he speak to me?" said the python to himself. "Iguana must be angry about something. I'm afraid he is plotting some mischief against me." Python began looking for somewhere to hide. The first likely place he found was a rabbit hole, and in he went. When the rabbit saw the big snake coming into his burrow, he was terrified. He scurried away through the clearing. A crow saw the rabbit running for his life. He flew into the forest crying. It was his duty to spread alarm in case of danger. A monkey heard the crow. He was sure that some dangerous beast was prowling near. He began screeching and leaping through the trees to warn the other animals. As the monkey was crashing through the treetops, he happened to land on a dead limb. It broke and fell onto the owl's nest, causing one of her owlets to fall to the forest floor. Scared, the owlet hopped away, getting lost in the forest. Mother Owl was not at home, for though she usually hunted only in the night, this morning she was still out searching for one more tidbit to satisfy her hungry babies. When she returned to the nest, she found one of them missing. Her other child told her the monkey had caused the owlet to fall from the tree. All that day and night she sat in her tree. Now it was Mother Owl who woke the sun each day so the dawn would come. But this time, when she should have hooted for the sun, she did not do it. The night grew longer and longer. The animals of the forest knew it was lasting much too long. They feared the sun would never come back. At last, King Lion called a meeting of the animals. They came and sat around the council fire. Mother Owl did not come, so the antelope was sent to fetch her. When she arrived, King Lion asked, "Mother Owl, why have you not called the sun? The night has lasted too long and everyone is worried." Mother Owl said,
"Monkey lost one of my owlets. Because of that, I cannot bear to wake the sun."
The king nodded his head.
"Why did you do that?"
King Lion called the monkey. Monkey came before him, nervously glancing from side to side. The king said, "Monkey, why did you drop a branch on one of Mother Owl's babies?" "Oh, king," said the monkey. "It was the crow's fault. He was calling and calling to warn us of danger, and I kept leaping through the trees to help. A limb broke under me and it fell on the owl's nest." The king nodded his head.
Why did you do that?
The king called for the crow. Crow came flapping up. He said, "King Lion, it was the rabbit's fault. I saw him running for his life in the daytime. Wasn't that reason enough to spread alarm?" The king nodded his head.
Why did you do that?
The king called for the rabbit. The timid little creature stood before the king, one trembling paw drawn up. The king said, "Rabbit, why did you break the law of nature and go running in the daytime?" The rabbit said,
"Oh, king, it was the python's fault. I was in my house minding my own business when that big snake came in and chased me out."
The king nodded his head.
Why did you do that?
King called for the python. The python came slithering past the other animals.
"Oh, king,"
Python said.
"it was the iguana's fault. He wouldn't speak to me, and I thought he was plotting some mischief against me. When I crawled into Rabbit's hole, I was only trying to hide."
The king nodded his head.
Why did you do that?
The king called the final animal, the iguana. The iguana was not at the meeting, for he didn't hear the summons. The antelope was sent to fetch him. The animals laughed when they saw the iguana coming with the sticks in his ears. The king said, "Iguana, why would you not say good morning to Python?" The iguana said, "I didn't hear you or even see you. Mosquito told me such a big lie I couldn't bear to listen to it, so I put sticks in my ears. It was the mosquito's fault." The king nodded his head.
Why did you do that?
"Punish the mosquito."
Punish the mosquito! Punish the mosquito! Punish the mosquito!
Cried all the animals. When Mother Owl heard that, she was satisfied. She turned her head to the east and she hooted. And the sun came up. Meanwhile, the mosquito had listened to it all from a nearby bush. He had crept under a large leaf and was never found and brought before the council. Because of this, Mosquito has a guilty conscience. To this day, he goes about whining in people's ears. "See, is everyone angry with me?" When he does this, he gets an honest answer. The end. All right, nice job, fourth grade Orff.